Hello, my friends, and oh my gosh, I just got hit by one of those rays. We are back at our little base down here and in the Lost River, or the Cove Tree, but we are going to go visit the two alien bases or locations that are on this level before we go back up to the, well, before we go and collect the materials that we need for the prawn suit and then go obviously make the prawn suit. We will probably complete the prawn suit. Yeah, let's do that in the next episode. But let's go and explore for the alien bases. Now, on the map right here, we are in this main big room. And what we will do is we will try to scan all the large entities as we do our exploration. Like, for example, this large skull should be scannable. So let's get close to it. I took out the puddle jumper just because I figured it would be easier to move around. And look at this giant, well, I guess it's not a skull, but it's like the forward part of a... Wait a minute. What? Can I can't... Wait a minute. Oh. You know what? I've already scanned it. Apparently I scanned it last episode. Waha. So, this is the little information. This is a sea dragon skeleton, which, I mean, isn't going to be the largest skeleton that we scanned today. It's pretty interesting. So, let's go and find the research center that we actually got the orange tablet for way back when we went to the deepest, darkest point of the Degassi base. If you remember that episode, we went into those blue bulb areas and we found a Degassi base where we were attacked by the crab squid a lot, and that was when the crab squid actually used its EMP on us. Now, I shook the camera just a second ago, pointing out a later location that we'll go to, but we're going to go to the research base first, and then, because we only need to go to the research base, well, we only need to go to each of these bases once, but the research base doesn't further the story. So we're just going to quickly go to the research base, and hopefully we can do this safely without any problems. I kept this in real time, and I didn't speed this up just because I thought it would be fun to just show off the size of the Lost River. We will have to cut and speed up some of the footage as we go along because we got some decent distance to cover. Ooh, I almost hit that rock. I gotta pay attention to where I'm driving. We've got a decent distance to cover, and where we need to go right now, first of all, I'm going to go see if we can scan these ribcage sections, but I don't think we can. Off in the distance, you can just barely see it through the green. There is a skull almost straight in front of us on the far side of this rib. And, oh, we're getting attacked, and we might, we should scan this guy. Yeah. Let's get him to hold still for a second, and let's get a scan from him. And then let's attack him as much as we can. I think that's good. So we will read that information in just a second, and to scare him away, run, bonefish, run. Okay, and let's see here. Let's jump back in here. We get going. We've got it really boggles my mind just how big the Lost River really is. We have, when you get down here, you find that you're traveling easily for minutes to get from one area to the next, even though these are a network of, oh, there's another stalactite right there. By the way, did you know that the difference between stalactite and stalagmite is easily rememberable by the fact that the stalactites hold tight to the roof, and the stalagmites are usually shorter and squatter, and they are mighty rocks that grow from the ground, if that helps. Anyway, one of the funny things that made me laugh about this adventure today was off to the right, there is actually another way and a safer way to get to where we're going, which I chose the more dangerous way, and yeah, which is going to bring us really close to a quote-unquote guardian. We have right in front of us a ghost... Oh, I rubbed on the ground there. A Ghost Leviathan just showing up in the distance. And let's just see if he'll ignore us long enough to go scan that skull. This is a risky business. With him way out there, up here. Yeah. I decided not to take the pedal jumper because, one, he could take it out pretty fast, but also I have access to the stasis rifle if he decides to attack us. So let's see if we can get close to this skull. Man, this thing's large. In comparison to the sea dragon, wow. Oh, he attacked one of those bonefishes. Let's try to sneak past him. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do you think he's seen us yet? This is a tense moment. I almost can't even talk right now. It's like I'm holding my breath. And it's like, no! He's attacking us! Luckily, stasis rifle is ready to go. He actually got a lot closer than I expected. So we are going to run. And this is one of the disadvantages to having a Cyclops. Even our beautiful Nautilus is slow. Holy cow. That stasis bubble almost depleted itself before we could even get to the helm. Look at this. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Look, you can see the stasis bubble starting to fade. And he's free. And he is still tracking us. We are in trouble. So, roll credits? Maybe? No, I'm just joking. We actually... Oh my gosh. We just got attacked! Let's see if we can get away from him before we take on too much damage. Oh, I was pushed down. Oh, we were hitting ground stuff. Let's get out of here. Okay, get back into the camera. And he finally stopped tracking us. Oh, good. Whew. When Ghost Leviathans get aggroed. Holy cow. Look, he only damaged us once. And luckily, you just saw on the holo that it tells us at least which section of the boat, ship, submarine, that we're looking for to repair. And we had a fracture on the outside, and luckily, like you saw, we don't have anything else damaging us, so when I did the look around, obviously there's nothing there. And lo and behold, as much as I've played this game, I don't usually use this entrance to get to this particular entry point. So I made the mistake of turning left and going towards the entrance that would be the entrance from the Grand Reef. And yeah, let's cut to me coming back from that. And we were supposed to go under that little tunnel, and that's what misled me, was the smallness of the entryway here. Because I just totally missed it. I didn't see the skeleton of this beastie here. And this one actually has alien tech around it. Check it out. So they've got like alien lights and something like little alien arms. Let's jump into the puddle jumper and go check him out. Or her. I don't know what it is. Look at the size of that head. That's just the head. That's not like half the body like it was with the sea dragon. He had 6 eyes. Or is those might be nostrils. Or eye sockets and nostrils. We don't know. Because he is kind of very dead. I cannot tell. Holy cow. So that was a research probe that was studying, well, if the ancients were still around, it was studying the skeleton that we have here. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and put let's head over. I don't know if you saw it, but just off to the left of this guy, there is a entryway to the research center. So we're going to head over to the... Oh my... Okay. Crab squids? No. Absolutely not. They're running away. Okay, fine. Okay. We're going to head off to the left of this skeleton, and we are... Oh, accidentally hit that, and... Oh, yes! Let's see if we can catch him this time. Ah, die! Ha! You know, in fast motion, this really is kind of a chase. But there's our... the entrance to the research center, and let's... I kind of freaked out during this point, and I was looking for that other crab squid. So I turned off the lights in the Nautilus so that it wouldn't attract as much attention, and brought out the puddle jumper in hopes that they would not attack again, but we'll see what happens. So this is the only use in the game for the orange tablet. So if I could make one recommendation, while you can make tablets, and if you scan the tablets you can make them, I do not recommend that you make a second or a third orange tablet, because there is no other location in the game.
Integrating new PDA
we got some new data. There is no other location in the game that would use the orange tablet. This also goes for, we'll get a teal blue one a little bit later. Uh-oh. What? Did he just attack the puddle jumper? You have forfeit your reign on this area. I didn't realize just how many crab squids were in this game until I started taking them out. I wonder if the game is respawning them. I didn't think that the game was supposed to. I'm very confused now, because I thought most of the bigger creatures were one-time creatures, or they had to lay eggs and those eggs had to hatch. But I don't see eggs hatch in the wild very often. So he's dead. He's very dead. Let's go finish scanning. There might be just like one last thing in here. Let's see. Scan that. And there's nothing else. Yeah, we already scanned that table. Now, you saw it flash up, but it's because of the brain coral that's all around here. We haven't scanned it yet. I just figured it wasn't worth scanning, but yeah. Let's get back to the Nautilus. And we'll take a look at some of these research notes. Even though, like, yeah, I gotta admit, even though we don't need to take the puddle jumper out, we could just park the Nautilus close enough that it would be useful. But I really like the fact that we can dock the puddle jumper and eventually the prawn suit into the Nautilus. It's kind of cool. Okay, so here's the sea dragon information. We've already looked at that. We've got mixed Leviathan fossils, and then this gargantuan fossil. Ooh, we can take a look at that information if you want to hit pause. Otherwise, I'm going to jump along. Let's go to the next one. We've got this ancient fossilized skeleton, which, you know, there's not much to be said about it. Apparently, it's just a fossil. Fossils. Dun dun dun. This was when we... oh, river prowler, not bonefish. Bonefish was a lot smaller. River prowler that tried to attack us, and we froze him while we scanned him. And, let's see, we've got fauna reproduction. Wow, that is very boring stuff. Research probes. Yeah. Ooh, these were looking at the okay, never mind. We got our various research equipment, and these were all little things that we scanned. And then we've got the flora research. That was that last thing that we scanned. Okay, so moving on. I guess you're probably put it together already. We have to go past our friendly Ghost Leviathan again. Because, again, oh my gosh, another crab squid? We killed 2 of you already. Leave us alone. I totally forgot about the other entrance to this area, and sure enough, I have to go past this guy again. So he rails on us, and I even tried to speed up to just zip past him and get way away from him, and I crashed into rocks, and he kept going after us, and he's really torturing us. Like, we had 7 or 8 different damages, and we almost I gotta say, we almost lost the Nautilus. Like, it was under 25%. I'm really hoping that we can get him to just leave us alone. I'm gonna go scanning. And now I've caught the Nautilus inside the bubble. Let's get out of here. Sure enough, he's after us again. Oh man, he is battering us around. Not having any weapons on the Nautilus, that makes for a really rough ride. And as much as I tried to get away, we did start a fire inside, and so I'm trying to repair a few of the pieces outside before I go inside, fight the fire. Here we are. The fire is in the engine compartment. Let's go put it out. Whoosh. And, oh, good. It's out. So let's go finish repairing the ship. Submarine. And golly, these spots are all over the place, and we end up having troubles with just trying to find the last ones, and that's why I went in and then came back out. And now that I'm recording the audio for this, I realize that the sped up footage might be a little bit glitchy, but let's go to the next research base and see what we can find there. So you can recognize this research base because we are kind of in that big room just before the the great tree. I forgot what it's called. And you see the alien pylons here, and it's really fascinating to get into this room because you don't expect the alien technology to ever fail, and yet here is this facility that has fallen from the ceiling.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
So fascinating. As strong as this material was described when we went into the alien gun, it's something big came at this facility. And hey, look, there's an entrance. It looks like it doesn't have like the air shield, and it looks like there's flora growing on the inside. So let's just get ourselves parked, and it looks big enough. We're gonna take, oh yeah, by the way, over there where I just circled, that is a one of the other entrances that you can go into. It's one of the longest entrances. You actually find it just east of the nose of the Aurora. Now, as I went in here, I saw that we got a few more energy cubes. I think they put these energy cubes so that we could make a tablet if we didn't have one. Oh, this is good to know.
Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Gotta go get another tablet.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly...
So, before the audio cut out, it was supposed to say, it clearly failed. It's kind of an interesting thing. Like, something really big attacked this place. A Leviathan level item. So, right here, I show off the fact that we can make another tablet. I think I've done this in previous episodes. We just need a couple of diamonds. And it happens to be we have 2 diamonds in our storage. Pretty awesome, huh? So let's get those out. Okay, sweet. And we have a second tablet, just in case we need it. And we'll put away the anything extra we don't need for this trip, like the energy cubes. And let's... there might be other things. Yeah, oh, we've got a depth module and this egg here. And you can hear warpers warping in and out. And it's like, I don't know if I'm just about to spring into a trap. Oh my gosh, he's right there. Let's just zip past him and hope he doesn't pull us out. Because if you remember right, they can warp us out of the puddle jumper unit. And that's pretty shocking. Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, don't exit a puddle jumper while it's moving. It will run you over and cause damage. And it looks like we can't get the puddle jumper any further than this point, so let's just swim in from here. We have a variety of things to scan. And I don't know why it won't let us scan this, but this egg has been revealed in the lore as being a unhatched Sea Emperor egg. And then we got like some various displays. There was the actual bonefish, that tiny little fish we just passed. And we've got some information. Oh, it's a damage report. That'll be fun to read.
New PDA data.
Okay. Another power cube. And the first time I saw this skull, I thought the window was complete and you couldn't scan the darn thing. I was so peeved. But it turns out the window's broken. You just swim right through it. It's like, okay. So, we've got one more fish that they were studying. And this room, I gotta admit, was really creepy the first time I ran into it because of the warper parts that we have hanging from the ceiling. Like, come on. This is freaky. And this partially torn apart or put together warper, I mean, this is weird. This facility must have been something, especially not reading the notes yet. This facility was something else. Like, they were doing some crazy science here, right?
Is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Okay. So, if you remember in previous episodes when I did a self-scan, I took off my gloves. There was a reason for it. And I'm pretty sure the computer just allotted to the fact that the reason that I take off the gloves is about to happen. Oh, here's that gate. We need to, well, not gate, but door that we need to open. Luckily, we had a tablet in our inventory. Of course, we already got two of them. Here we go. Let's go grab this. Ooh.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay. So let's go take a look at, we've got a few new items. These were the recent messages. This is where yeah, that's right. Something failed. And we've got the warp or self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. Our warpers were built. Isn't that interesting? Comprising of multiple different stuff. Ooh, this is where we get the damage report. What ripped this from the ceiling was a Leviathan class creature. And this tells us about the coronavirus. This is where we actually get, I think this is the first time we get a name to what has infected us. That's pretty interesting. And then this was that skeleton of a fish that we saw in that broken tank, which that tank was really tiny, and if they had that thing alive in that tank, that is downright cruel and unusual punishment. So let's look at this. We've got there's the actual specimen itself, but the research notes were for that specimen. And letting you guys read through a little bit of it. We've got various rib cage samples. Believe that, and here's our Ghost Leviathan. And I love the advisement. Avoid it. It doesn't say kill it, doesn't try to attack it. You just avoid. So we failed at that since we had close encounters of the ghost kind. Yeah. Hey. Oh, good. The warper just disappeared. And it sounds like our river prowler just decided to try to attack us, and he failed because we docked. It's great. So I'm going to put these gloves away, and while we're headed to the bridge, let's scan ourselves.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to data bank. It is imperative you find
This
a way
visual
to neutralize the infection.
Like, I kind of felt like the zombie vibe, which I'm not a very big fan of zombies. When I saw this, it was like, so Riley is starting to get affected by the coronavirus, which means we've definitely spent way too much time on this planet, and it's only been a couple of, well, it's only been like 8 hours of gameplay. So yeah, there's that. Let's go back to the research facility, and what I'm going to do right now is, this will all be in fast motion because this was a good 20 to 25-ish minutes of effort. What I wanted to do was, we need the prawn suit because we are in desperate need of a variety of things. We also need to get some of our upgrades for the Nautilus. We need to get the prawn suit. We need to get some of the upgrades for the prawn suit. And there's just so much that we have to get done. And I just felt like keeping you guys in the know that all this was actually happening, and we were able to get through to all this stuff. This is their bacterial infection report. This is the I don't remember what the ray thing was, but it tells us a little bit. But here is where we learn just how vital the prawn suit is. These larger deposits are unminable by hand. We have to use the prawn suit mining unit in order to be able to mine them. And this area is filled with these larger deposits. But we could get titanium, we can get lithium, we can get almost everything we need in groups of like 8 and 10 with the prawn suit. So there's that. And for the sake of it, just because of the fact that we needed some lithium to be able to make the pay steel, we already got the other materials that we needed for the prawn suit. And we're just going to grab that. Oh my gosh, that one's in a volcano and we can't grab it. I don't know why the volcano wasn't burning the heck out of us, but you know, whatever. This really shows that we are at the point where the puddle jumper is just a puddle jumper. It is not useful for future endeavors because we are at its max depth. Even the facility that we have down here, our I guess Hab 2, is deeper than the depth that the puddle jumper can even go. So I thought it would be fitting to just kind of go at normal speed for just a few seconds while we just admire the beauty of the Lost River and some of the sounds that we get from the Lost River. And we'll just back the Nautilus out of here. The giant cove tree. We will look at it for the last time for the next maybe half episode. No, we'll be back. We will really be back because most of the rest of the game is below this point. It's beneath us, guys. Seriously, it's just beneath us. Just at least 1 more kilometer down. Well, okay, it's a lot beneath us, but you know we've got a little ways to go. I mean, at least another 500 meters or more. It's a little ways, at least. So, silly me, I thought I was looking at the beautiful majesty of the cave, and I was actually watching the wall for a resource. I thought we needed more diamonds, so yeah, we go after the diamond, and then we come back, and yeah. So, let's get out of here. And, of course, this probably means, as you guessed it, we're going to get attacked again. Here we go. See if we can sneak through. Sneak, sneak, sneak. And did we actually make it? Did we make it? He got stuck behind. He got stuck behind that rib cage. That's cool. We made it out. Well, sort of. We're in the process of making it out. And we got attacked, of all things, by another crab squid. Jeez, those things are menacing. But at this point, you can definitely tell that we are able to kind of just freeway our pathway to and from the Lost River. And we are not... we have a straightforward enough pathway that now, really, that Ghost Leviathan is the only thing that we have to worry about. And I might try to... I might try to see if I can get that thing to attack me and follow me deeper into the cave. And then sneak around him in a way that I can get him out of the way so he's not in our main pathway. Usually there's no Ghost Leviathan guarding that main entrance that I use through the smaller blood kelp zone. And so, yeah, hey, I want y'all to know, I really appreciate the fact that you guys are enjoying these videos and you're watching them. And I hope you're getting something from them. And we will... now that we're back at Hab 1, and since we're going to build the prawn suit next episode, I'm going to move the Nautilus just out of the way of our mobile vehicle bay. But thank you again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. It's been a pleasure. See you next time. Bye-bye.